Game 7 of the Eastern Conference Finals on EA Sports. The Knicks able to win the opening tip, and we're underway here at Madison Square Garden. Alex Len tips it.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Into the front court comes Smith. Just getting started. Strap in for a good one here in Game 7. And Jay, they call the foul.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
You've got to get that one.
Oh, he just blocked that shot out of bounds.
Yeah, they're lucky they get the ball back. Now ready for a couple of free throws.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
Jr. Couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 69% at the line. First one, count it. Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2 to Jordan. Smith. He shoots, and a putback slam.
I mean, really, is it really difficult to box out these days?
To Kevin Huerter. Short jumper off the mark. Smith into the front court. A minute gone by here in the opening quarter. Taurean Prince with a piece.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Trae Young. To Kevin Huerter. For 3. Huerter can't connect that. Time. To Trae Young. Tosses. On a pass stolen by the Knicks.
Now push it. Let's attack in transition so we can build this lead.
John Collins snatching it out of the air.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Hawks have it. Trae Young to Kevin Huerter. Tough shot. Hand in his face. He makes them pay.
There's a natural tendency when you guard a right dominant hand player to send him left. But for a guy who's a good mid-range shooter, that's wrong. His pace dribble is his left hand. Force him to go right and know that the chances are higher of him trying to drive and attack the rim. That's knowing the scouting report.
Trae Young. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Smith now into the front court. Leads 1. Won't go down. To Trae Young. Screen coming. Trae Young to Kevin Huerter. Fires the 3. The rookie, Huerter, unbothered, buries the 3.
Ugh, did you see the way the ball came off his hands? Not the best form in the world, but it is where it is. Count it. Maybe just don't count on it all the time.
Knicks with the basketball. Knocked loose. Hawks have it. Fires the 3. Trae Young able to knock it down. Tough shot with the hand in his face.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
Smith with the basketball. Just under a minute to play here in this opening quarter. Slams it down.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Smith with it up top. They're down 3. The drive, right to the basket. Smith to the basket, but it stays out. To Trae Young. Straight on look. Trae Young to Kevin Huerter. 4-3. Not getting the bounce. Lets it fly from long range. He made his first effort, but not that time. Knocked loose. Hawks come up with it. He'll let one fly from half court. 1 quarter down in this deciding Game 7. We're back with more after this. You're watching the first quarter complete, on to the second period. A little bit of a feeling out process so far.
Yeah, both teams have came out. They played with great energy, and they've also done an excellent job of establishing their own tempo. They have to make sure they have to push through that and do more of that in the second quarter.
John Collins pins it. That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by a Hawk. Kevin Knox. Short jumper off the mark. Trae Young. From the outside, no good. Into the front court comes Smith. Down 3. DeAndre Jordan, look out.
An easy 2. Get back on defense.
Nothing going here on that drive. Trae Young to Kevin Huerter from long range. Not that time. He misses. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
New York Knicks basketball. Oh, nice find for the basket.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Trae Young. Beyond the arc for 3. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Defense, do the math. You force them to take tough 2s, you'll probably have a better chance to win this game if you can slow down the pace.
It's a big finish.
And 2 years ago, I was sitting in the draft room absolutely shocked that Dennis Smith went at 9 in the draft. And when I think about this young man's game, he is just scratching the surface of what he can do. He finished tied for 4th among rookies in scoring last season, and I guarantee you his game is going to continuously go to different levels.
Kevin Knox powers it through.
That's the intensity you need to see. Whenever a player running back on defense after a dunk like that holds the inside of his forearm, it lets you know how hard he dunked that basketball.
Smith into the front court. Down 2. Ah, the monster stuff.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Let's see what the Knicks can do here. Dennis Smith Jr. picked up by Len. Dennis Smith Jr. With that, he's 5 for 9.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Trae Young. To Kevin Huerter. Goes to the right side. Trae Young. Shot clock winding down. Nothing going here on that drive. And he buries it.
Okay, I saw a little bit of a handle there. But let's see if that confidence is still there down the stretch.
Smith now into the front court. Under a minute to go before halftime. Down the lane to lay it in.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
To Kevin Huerter. The Knicks secure the rebound. Oh, whistle.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me. That's a foul.
And they call it.
Just a tic-tac foul.
Dennis Smith Jr. has got 2 shots coming, shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. Missed the second as well. To Trae Young. Right through the heart of the defense. The layup is good.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Knocked loose. That's going to be out of bounds. Smith the last to touch. Lets it fly from beyond the arc, and he can't get it to go down. It's no good. Smith with the basketball. His guys should be able to get the final shot. Turns and slams it down.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Alex Len sends it away. That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by a Hawk. Desperation shot here from half court. We are at halftime in Game 7. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando.
Fellas.
Tight game through the first 2 quarters as we resume play here in the third. Trae Young going to launch beyond the arc. Not that time. Smith with it up top. Leads 3. Whoa! What a finish!
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
To Kevin Huerter. Shot from in close, no good. Into the front court comes Smith. His guys lead here early stages, third quarter. The pass set it all up.
And Ed, not every pass needs to be a home run pass or thread the needle. Sometimes an easy kick ahead or an easy shuffle pass can make the game simple. The more simplistic the game is, the more efficient you'll be as a unit.
Time for some new personnel into the game. Trae Young to Ken Bazemore. Here's a chance from long range, and he buries it.
There it goes in. The fact of the matter is some players aren't taking that shot on a regular basis, but still have the confidence to make them when you need them to.
Dennis Smith Jr. against the Ukrainian Len. He cruises in for 2. Too easy.
You see, this is why players get out here hours before the game and they get a really good ladder.
Here comes the screen. Trae Young to Kevin Huerter. For 3, the Knicks clear the board. Possession lies with New York. John Collins, huge block. Hazonia picked up by Len. Shot from the lane won't go. Fires the 3. Trae Young bothered just enough there.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
To Jordan. Alex Len rejects it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Free throws coming up.
You got to know your personnel. That's not someone you want to send to the line for a free 2.
Damian Dotson at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 69% at the line. No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. To Trae Young. To Kevin Huerter. Fires the three. Not going down here. Smith into the front court. It's a 9-point lead. Oh, ferocious slam inside.
You hear coaches talk all the time about passing the ball on time and on target. As a passer myself, if I can deliver the ball to you in a position where I cannot give you options to think, but just go up and make the play easy, that's a win-win.
Count the basket inside.
I don't think these kind of shots are tough for Trae Young. You see, he's always been the smallest guy on the court, so he's had to finish through the trees. He's a lot tougher than he gets credit for.
Smith now into the front court. The lead stands at 9 and finishes strong.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk, some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ballgame.
And destroys the rim. That's what DeAndre Jordan does.
And that transition offense was flawless when guys fan out and actually fill the lanes with a sense of urgency. You heard me correctly, a sense of urgency. You will get a great shot every possession.
Tough make through traffic.
I was expecting the dish there, but way to fake that one and lay that one in.
The possession lies with New York. And he's fouled. A trip to the line coming up.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
Dennis Smith Jr., couple of free throws on the way. He struggled so far. Nope, first one does not go. No good on the... scary sight. DeAndre Jordan with the putback slam.
That's the DJ we all know and love.
4-3. Not easy.
I hope everyone here knows the golden rule. Guys, remember, sharing is caring.
Smith with the basketball. His team leads it by 10. And a nice finish at the rim.
And the true test of a team's character is how they respond when they get hit in the mouth. Keep digging.
Lets it fly from long range, shakes free, and hits.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Has a look. Wide open look, won't go.
You see, Ed, this is where coaches get fired. It's great to have good offensive sets, but if you can't execute, then the play was a failure.
That misses with a second to go. That ends the third quarter. The Knicks have the lead. The Knicks to inbound here to start the fourth quarter. They had the lead coming out of halftime. They were able to extend that lead in the third quarter.
A lot of fans and players get consumed with the big plays, but the coaches love seeing their teams continuing to do the little things. That's how you increase the lead.
On the follow. Way to stay with it.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
New York in control of the basketball. Smith to Kevin Knox. And he throws it down. Power play by DeAndre Jordan.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. Oh, big finish at the rim.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Trae Young. From long range. Can't go down. Smothering defense.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Dennis Smith Jr. has got 2 shots coming. He struggled so far. Knocks down the first. Can't connect on the second, and he splits the pair. To Kevin Huerter. Beyond the arc for 3. Trae Young able to knock it down. Tough shot with the hand in his face.
Not everybody possesses this power, but wow, what court awareness.
Knicks with the basketball. John Collins sends it away.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Smith with it up top. Looking to make something happen to Trae Young. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Free throw up and good as he finishes off the three-point play. The lead is down to 6. Into the front court comes Smith. He'll run the offense. Knocked loose. That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by a Hawk. With the block.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Going to launch beyond the arc. He's been dialed in from long distance. That's now 5 threes for the game.
Nothing more painful than the next day watching tape, seeing the fact that he got 15 points off three-point shots.
New York Knicks basketball. John Collins able to recover with the block.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Nice pass to set things up. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
And when plays like that happen with multiple players touching the ball, the basketball gods will 100% reward you.
Alex Len swats it. Plays like that could turn a game around. The shot, almost. Rocking the rim.
Just wait a second, Ed. Wait 1 second. Can we go back to the play before this great play that we just saw? Just because you have a bad offensive possession, you can't allow that to go down and reciprocate itself on the defensive end. One bad play does not make 2 bad plays. You have to bounce back. That's how you play this game.
Smith. Alex Len tips it.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
Smith into the front court. His guys now down by a point. Driving right to the basket. Alex Len with a piece.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
To Trae Young. Curling inside. Here's a chance from long range. The rookie, Herter, unbothered, buries the 3. Timeout here for the Knicks. They'll need a quick shot and then likely a quick foul in what is now a 2-possession game. Straight down the middle of the lane. Way to punch it home.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
Here's the call. Intentional foul. Referee all over it.
This is why teammates love him. Yeah, that was an aggressive play, but you're also sending a message, setting the tone. You can't half-step on that.
And now the intentional foul. They'll stop it with 14 seconds left in the game.
Some players are built to handle these moments. On one end, you just sparked your team, and at the same time, you also got under your opponent's skin. Just want to manage through the emotions here and not take it too far.
Coach of the Knicks signals for a timeout. They're going to have to draw something up for an open look at a 3. For 3, missed it. Fires the 3. Herter can't connect that time. Deep 3 at the buzzer. The Hawks are victorious. They stand alone atop the Eastern Conference on their way to the NBA Finals. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been the NBA Playoffs on EA Sports. Find out more.
The Hawks did more than just win a game here today. They won the Eastern Conference